I'm doing a review of the 2019 Grizzly Special Edition and the accessories I put on it. I put the Yamaha front and rear bumpers on it, Yamaha overfenders. I custom made a splash guard that goes from the overfenders across. I have a steel box on the back here. Actually, it's aluminum. It's Lund. It's a ATV front box. This is the rear bumper. I have the Yamaha windshield. And I have I bought two of the Copland mirrors. They attach, they have a quick connect right here. I have a USB charger that plugs in with the SAE plug, so I can charge the machine off that. I can plug the USB charger in, charge my phone or helmet communicator or whatever I want. Have a spare fuel tank on there for the longer rides. A super winch with synthetic cable on it. I also installed grip puppies. They're a foam that goes over the handlebar to give her a little more meat. So let's start with the windshield. I kind of have a love-hate relationship with the windshield. If you're driving down gravel roads and it's cold and it's nice, it keeps the wind off you, it does an excellent job. But the first time I took it on the trail, I noticed that up on the machine here, as you're bouncing up and down the trail, your vision is being cut by this and the little bend in the windshield. It makes going over obstacles a lot more interesting. And I rode down the trail once, took it off, and never again. So cold gravel roads, excellent. Trail, not so much. Windshield's easy to take off. Just has bracket on each side. Right there. Got a plastic wing nut. And just put her on, 2 screws and she's on. Okay, grip puppies. They're actually made for motorcycles, but yeah, my hands like them. I put them on everything. Motorcycles, dirt bikes, 4-wheelers. They're fairly cheap. I just order them off of Amazon, put them on, and I've had them on for a few years. They're holding up good. So I got the Yamaha overfenders on here. As you can see, the special edition XTR models are wider than the machine. The overfenders bring her right out to where they need to be. They work really well, keeping mud off of you, except for the front tire likes to sling mud up through here and fill up back here and get up on the back of your leg and get you all nasty. So I had to make one of these. I poked a couple holes in the overfenders and zip tied it on here. I got a bend in it and zip tied it in through the floorboards here. Slush and snow would fill up right here, get my leg all full of everything. Now the only part that sprays is through this hole. I'm gonna have to find something to plug that. I originally put a mud flap here thinking that it would catch the mud, but this is the only thing that helped. This helped a little bit, but just didn't do the job. Still had a pile of slush and slop right there on the back fender. So I got the Yamaha Aftermarket bumper on here. Works nice as a brush guard, keeps all my plastics good, but I don't know if I'd actually buy it again because the fit and finish is not as nice as the factory real bumper. I had to remove the plastic that was up through here, which kind of leaves this gap in here. You know, I know it's not a big deal, but you know, the factory bumper was not a terrible bumper. It probably would have worked for the brush and stuff I went through. But having to do it again, I probably would have saved the money and not got the bumper. This is the Yamaha rear bumper. It's worked. I've backed into the brush to turn around and it kept my plastics from breaking, so I guess it does its job. Yeah, the Lund aluminum box. This is actually for the front of the four-wheeler, but I'm getting old and I didn't want to have to throw my leg over a box that was, you know, this much taller. So I got the front box, put it on the back. This is just a mount for a GoPro. I got my rope, first aid kit, tire pump, tire plugs. Most important, roll of toilet paper. Hitch, soft shackle, couple of towels, bag to throw my recovery rope in after we get it coated with mud. So, just the basics in here. I do have a strap that I just put in the hitch here. Two-inch strap. It's in the 2-inch receiver, just has the pin in it. I think it's a 2-foot long strap. I use this and I just bungee it up to the rack here because when I'm buried in the mud, I don't want to have to dig out my hitch for somebody to pull me out. I can just throw her down, hook onto that, and we're good to go. Grizzly does have a decent amount of storage. This one back here is not as useful. You could probably put a strap in it or something, but the stuff back here gets muddy and dirty, and you hit enough bumps and it'll pop open too. Got this nice dry storage up front here. It's actually kind of shallow up top here, you know, but it's big enough for, you know, some gloves, some towels, toilet paper, whatever you want to bring with you. Got this compartment right here, which I keep my gloves in, dust mask. Got my paperwork, phone charger. It's a pretty good sized compartment. It does get hot in here. It gets warm enough that it keeps your gloves nice and toasty, but your phone may not like it. It dims the screen because it's over 100 degrees in here when you're riding. You know, it's not, you know, cook it, but it is enough that your electronics get temperamental. Yeah, so looks like I got 1,600 miles on it and 119 hours. Tires are still almost brand new. They've barely got the edges rounded. Comes with the Maxxis Zillas. It's a 27-inch tire. I don't think it's really bigger than the 26. It's a small 27. They seem to do good on pretty much all terrains. They don't howl on the road. They do like to throw rocks. They pick up rocks in here, they pick up rocks in here. So you'll see rocks fly out ahead of you. The people behind you will catch rocks. So if that's a concern, you know, but traction, wear, everything, they've been excellent tires. Yeah. So I picked up a couple of mirrors off of Amazon. They're removable. So if you're putting a cover on or whatever, you can pop them off, put them back on. They're adjustable. You can put them in for either side. I like the mirrors. They were cheap. I think they were $20 a piece, something like that, off of Amazon. They serve the purpose. They hold up on the trail. They're very nice on the road and the trail to know who's behind you and not behind you.
Okay, show how to take it off and on again, so that way I can actually get up.
You don't need me filming this. Okay. Bought this off Amazon. It's a long haul brand. 1.3 gallon gas can. Comes with a mount. I put a piece of rubber in here for padding, and it's attached to the rack. Has not leaked. It's been a good gas can so far. Just goes on. You can buy one that has a lock in here that keeps people from unscrewing it and stealing your gallon of gas. So there you go. Stays in place, doesn't rattle. Overall, I'm very happy with this machine. If I had to do it again, I'd buy it. I'd probably skip the windshield, but the rest of the accessories I like. Also, I'd probably skip the front bumper and leave the original on. It's been good. I like it. You know, the only thing I could see being better is if they decided to put the 850 twin cylinder in a Grizzly. Other than that, you know, it's a good machine.